friends, and welcome to Storytime. My name is Miss Maureen, and let's start by singing our hello song. When we sing hello, let's salute, and when we sing friends, let's take our two fingers and have them give each other a hug. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Good job, friends. Today, we are talking about robots. Robots are so cool. And these days, robots are used for lots of things. Some robots help to make our lives easier, like the robots that vacuum and clean our floors, or the robots that help doctors when they are performing difficult procedures and surgeries. Other robots can do things that are too dangerous for humans to do, like travel deep, deep, deep underwater to explore the mysteries of the deep ocean and all of the creatures that live down there. Or the robots that go far, far, far into outer space and study everything that's out there. Or the robots that help us to build dangerous, powerful machines. But sometimes robots are just fun. Do you have a robot toy at home? Maybe a robot pet or a robot doll that talks or moves on its own? So cool! What other ways do you see robots out there helping us every day? Well, there are lots of different robots out there. They do so many different things. If you'd like to learn more about them, we have books on them here at the library, and you can always come check them out. In the future, robots will be able to do even more things. What are some things that you think robots will be able to do in the future? The possibilities are infinite. Why don't we learn a couple words using American Sign Language to help us talk about robots? Why don't we learn how to sign the word machine? Because robots are, after all, machines. What letter does machine start with? Machine. Yes! Machine starts with the letter M. M for machine. M. To sign the word machine, we're going to take our hands and we're going to bend our fingers in half. We want to fit our knuckles into each other like the cogs in a gear. And we're going to rotate. Machine, machine, machine. Good job! Now, how about we learn the sign for robot? What letter does robot start with? Robot. Yes, robot starts with the letter R. R is for robot. R. To sign the word robot, we'll take our two arms and bend them at the elbow. And we're just going to move our hands sort of like we imagine a robot would move. Robot, robot, robot. Good job! So, as you learn about the different types of robots, and maybe as you spot them doing their jobs or just helping us have fun, you can point out that that machine is a robot. Before we go into our first book, let's sing our alphabet together. You can paddle along at home, you can sing along with me, or you can sign along with me. A, B, C, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Good job, friends. Our first book today is called Doll-E 1.0 by Shanda McCloskey. Let's read the little blurb about this book. It says, Charlotte is always tinkering, coding, clinking, and downloading. She's got a knack for anything technological, including gadgets that her parents don't know how to fix. Then she receives a new toy that is quite a puzzle. What do you do with a doll? Finding the answer takes a little ingenuity and a lot of work in this endearing modern tribute to the creative spirit of play. Doll-E 1.0. Doll-E 1.0. Charlotte's head was always in the cloud, tinkering, toggling, coding, downloading. She was Mama's little genius. I think I broke it. Easy fix, Mom. Just press this and this and this. And Daddy's little smarty pants. How do you work this goofy thing? Easy, Dad. Just press that, that, and that. Charlotte's world was fully charged. The TV says, exclusive report. Are your kids too techie? One day, Mama had a present for Charlotte. Is it a dog bark decoder device so I can know what Bluetooth is saying? Nope, even better. Surprise! How do you use it? Are there instructions? I was thinking you could play house or doctor with it. No, thank you. Just give it a try. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Charlotte dragged the human-shaped pillow into her room. She tried sharing her spare parts collection. Don't you want to build something? She tried playing superhero space princesses. Help! The moon dragon is destroying our ship. She even tried a dance party. But the doll just stared. Well, what do you want to play then? Mama. Who, me? I'm not your mama. Mama. How can I be your mama? I'm just a kid. Then Charlotte thought of something. If the doll could talk, then it must have a power supply. Now things were getting interesting. Got any other words in your database, Dolly? Mama. 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 Just one word, huh? I know. I could run an update on you. You could say more words. Would you like that? Mama. I'll take that as a yes. This update's going to be awesome, Dolly. You'll be saying hello and goodbye and let's play and happy birthday and yes and no! Bad boy, Bluetooth. Charlotte couldn't let it end this way. She knew what she had to do. What do you think she's doing? Do you see any hints, any clues on the page that tell us what she's going to do? I wonder. With a few spare parts and a bit of code, Charlotte changed the doll. Hello, my name is Dolly 1.0. With 2 bright eyes and a cute little battery pack. The doll changed Charlotte too. Dolly, want to take Bluetooth for a walk with Mama? But not too much. Mama. The end. I have some robots here with me today. I wonder if you can help me name the color of each robot as we put it on the board. Let's see what the first robot looks like. Beep boop. What color is this guy? He's a white robot. One white little robot. But he has some friends coming. Beep boop. What color is this robot? A pink robot. Let's put our pink robot up here with our white robot. Couple of cuties. But there are more robots coming. Ooh, beep boop. What color is this little guy? He's a blue robot. One blue robot. And we'll put him up on the board with his friends. But we have more. What color's coming next? Beep boop. What color is this robot? They're a green robot. Like my sweater. One green robot. And we'll put them right there with their other buddies. But we have one more robot. Beep boop. What color is this robot? They kind of look a little purpley, but this robot's blue too. But not the same blue. This one is a dark blue. We have a dark blue robot. A dark blue and a light blue. 2 blue robots. And I'll put them right there. How many little robots do we have all together? Can we count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 noisy robots in a big toy shop. Shiny and tall, with antennae on top. Along came a girl with a penny one day. She bought a noisy robot, beep boop 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 boop, and took them away. How many robots do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 noisy robots in a big toy shop. Shiny and tall, with antennae on top. Along came a girl with a penny one day. Bought a noisy robot, beep boop 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 boop, and took it away. Now how many robots do we have? 1, 2, 3. 3 noisy robots in a big toy shop, shiny and tall, with antennae on top. Along came a girl with a penny one day and bought a noisy robot, beep boop 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 boop, and took it away. Now how many robots are left? 1, 2. 2 noisy robots in a big toy shop, shiny and tall, with antennae on top. Along came a girl with a penny one day, bought a noisy robot, beep boop 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 boop, and took it away. Now how many? 1 noisy robot in a big toy shop, shiny and tall, with an antenna on top. Along came a girl with a penny one day, bought a noisy robot, beep boop 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 boop, and took it away. Now how many robots? None. 0. No more robots. Good job, friends. Thank you for helping me count those robots. Let's go into our next book. This next one is called Love Z by Jessie, Sima. Let's read the inside of the jacket cover to see what this book is about. While out looking for adventure, a young robot named Z finds a message in a bottle. Love, Beatrice, it says. But what is love? And who is Beatrice? Finding out might be the best adventure of all. Love, Z. Love, Z. On a bright, chilly day, Z went out looking for adventure and stumbled upon a piece of half-buried treasure. Inside was a message, too smudgy to read, except for 2 words at the very bottom. Love, Beatrice. The young robot did not know what love meant or who Beatrice was, but they felt important. So Z tucked the treasure away and headed toward home. As night fell, all the robots prepared to power down and recharge for the next day. Z asked for a bedtime story, and a nightlight, and a goodnight kiss. Clank. Tucked snugly in bed, Z's thoughts drifted back to the important treasure. What is love? Asked the young robot. Does not compute, replied the old rusty robots. Then they said, sweet dreams, and turned out the lights. Alone in the dark, Z could not sleep. The other robots had always been able to answer Z's questions. If they did not know what love meant, who would? Maybe there was one person. In the morning, Z went out looking for Beatrice. Hello, I am looking for Beatrice, explained Z. I want to know what love is, and she will have the answer. That sounds important, said the captain. Climb aboard and we'll go on a quest. So they did. Unsure of how to start a quest, Z asked around. Excuse me, are you Beatrice? Are you Beatrice? Hello, are you Beatrice? No, said a voice. What's a Beatrice? We're on a quest to find out what love is, explained Z, and Beatrice will have the answer. I don't know any Beatrice, said the crow, but to me, love is sharing your food, even when it's delicious.
That did not compute. But Z thanked the crow anyway and changed course toward a place with delicious food. The baker did not know Beatrice either, but she was happy to share what love meant to her. Love is when someone is patient and takes the time to teach you new things. That did not compute. But Z thanked the baker anyway and changed course toward a place with teachers. The kids at recess had a lot of thoughts about what love meant.
Love is butterflies. Love is sweaters. Love is wishing on a star. Love is lawn gnomes. Love is a million puppies. Love is snowflakes on my tongue.
Absolutely none of them computed. But Z thanked the students anyway and had no idea what to go in search of. What if they never found Beatrice? What if love was something a robot just could not compute? Z was about to suggest that they change course toward home when they stumbled upon a good place to spend the night. Hello, we are on a quest. Oh, never mind.
Hello, I'm Beatrice,
said the woman. Z could not believe their luck. What were you doing out there in the cold? Asked Beatrice. Looking for you, explained Z. I want to know what love is, and I thought you would have the answer. Beatrice paused to think. She thought, then thought some more. Love is difficult to explain. It's warm and cozy and safe. You'll know it when you feel it. Z hoped she was right. It's getting late, said Beatrice. Let's get some rest. The young robot was preparing to power down and recharge for the next day when
the old rusty robots arrived unannounced.
Z, you were gone. We were worried. But we found you. We brought your favorite bedtime story and your nightlight and a good night kiss. Clank. Tucked snugly in bed, Z felt warm and cozy and safe. It was a feeling the young robot had felt many times before. But now it had a name. Love, Z. The end.
All of the little robots are playing a game together. Do you know what game they're playing? They're playing hide and seek. And it's White Robot's turn to hide. Where could they be hiding? I think maybe behind one of these gears? Maybe. What color are the gears on the board? We have pink, a pink gear. It kind of looks white, but it's gray. It's light gray. A gray gear. A blue gear. And a purple gear. Can you help me find out where White Robot is hiding? Behind which gear they're hiding? I think we can do it. Let's try. Let's say, little robot, I know you're here. Are you behind the gear? And we'll guess a color. Which one should we start with? Let's see. What about the blue gear. Let's try guessing blue. Little robot, we know you're here. Are you behind the blue gear? No. Little robot, you are not behind the blue gear. Which one should we check next? I know. Let's check the pink gear. Little robot, we know you're here. Are you behind the pink gear? No. Little robot, you are not behind the pink gear. Where could they be? They weren't behind the blue gear. They weren't behind the pink gear. I know. Let's check the purple gear. Little robot, we know you're here. Are you behind the purple gear? No. Little robot, you are not behind the purple gear. Well, I'm so confused. Where can little robot be? Little robot was not behind the blue gear. Little robot was not behind the pink gear. Little robot was not behind the purple gear. So where could little robot be? Oh, we haven't checked behind the gray gear. Can we check behind the gray gear? Little robot, we know you're here. Are you behind the gray gear? Oh, little robot, there you are. You were hiding behind the gray gear. Silly little robot. Let's put them down here with their friends. Cute little robots. Thanks, friends. Thank you for helping me find little white robots. Now all the friends can be together. For our next song, we are going to move like a robot. You can stand up with me if you like, but you can also do the movements sitting down in your chair. This song is called If You're a Robot and You Know It. Can you make robot arms for me? For this song, I'm gonna have you guys just move around like a robot. And this first verse, we're gonna sing, if you're a robot and you know it, clank your coils, and we'll clap. Can we do that? Let's try it together. Robot arms. If you're a robot and you know it, clank your coils. If you're a robot and you know it, clank your coils. If you're a robot and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're a robot and you know it, clank your coils. Good job! Next, if we're a robot and we know it, we're going to clunk our gears. Can you clunk your gears with me? Let's try. If you're a robot and you know it, clunk your gears. If you're a robot and you know it, clunk your gears. If you're a robot and you know it, and you really want to want to show it. If you're a robot and you know it, clunk your gears. Good job, little robots. How about if we're a robot and we know it, we will push our buttons. Beep, beep. If you're a robot and you know it, push your buttons. Beep, beep. If you're a robot and you know it, push your buttons. Beep, beep. If you're a robot and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're a robot and you know it, push your buttons. Beep, beep. Good job. Can we do all three? Can we clank our coils and clunk our gears and push our buttons? I think we can. Come on, little robots, let's do it. If you're a robot and you know it, do all three. Clank, clank, clonk, clonk. Beep, beep. If you're a robot and you know it, do all three. Clank, clank, clonk, clonk. Beep, beep. If you're a robot and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're a robot and you know it, do all three. Clank, clank, clonk, clonk. Beep, beep. Good job, little robots. Friends, I have one more book for us. This one is called Little Bot and Sparrow by Jake Parker. Let's read the inside front to see what this book is about. When Little Bot is thrown out with the garbage, he lands in a strange new world. Fortunately, Sparrow is there to take him under her wing. Together, they explore the forest, share adventures, and learn what it means to be forever friends. This sweet and lasting tale beautifully captures the happiness and love that can come from making your first true friend, and the courage it takes when you have to say goodbye. Little Bot and Sparrow. Little Bot and Sparrow. One day, Little Bot wasn't needed anymore. He was thrown out with the garbage. For once, he didn't have any work to do. Little Bot lay there for a very long time, until a flock of birds decided he was the perfect place to perch. Having never seen a bird before, Little Bot decided to say, "Hello." This didn't go so well. The birds quickly flew away. But one decided to stay behind. Sparrow had never seen a robot before. Curious, she watched. And watched. And watched. Until she realized that the robot just needed to be taken under her wing. She led him to the forest, introduced him to her friends, and taught him why robots shouldn't fly. He learned that not everything in Sparrow's world was sweet. Some things had a sting to them. Other things were better left alone. And some scary things were actually beautiful. Each night, Little Bot watched Sparrow while she slept. He once asked her why she needed to sleep. "To rest and to dream," Sparrow said. Little Bot didn't know what it meant to dream. He decided it was best left for the birds. One day,
Little Bot noticed the leaves changing. "Winter is coming," Sparrow said, looking at the sky. "What does that mean?" the robot asked. "It means I'll be leaving soon," Sparrow replied. As the days went by, the leaves fell and the air became colder. Little Bot could feel his time with Sparrow growing shorter. Then the first snowflake fell. And they knew it was time to say goodbye. Little Bot watched Sparrow until she was a tiny dot in the sky. Then she was gone. Alone again, Little Bot roamed the forest. He thought about everything he had learned from Sparrow and the time they had spent together. He wondered if she was safe and warm. Little Bot wandered back to the hill where he first met Sparrow. He closed his eyes, and that night, the little robot dreamed. The end.
I have one more song for us. This one is called The Lights on the Robot. And you can follow along with the movements for this song standing up with me, or you can join in sitting down in your seat. Whatever you feel more comfortable doing. So this song is called The Lights on the Robot. And we're going to sing that the lights on the robot go on and off, on and off, on and off. The lights on the robot go on and off, on and off, on and off. The lights on the robot go on and off as it marches across the room. Good job. What else does a robot do when it's marching around? Well, it needs its legs to march, right? So how about the legs on the robot go up and down, up and down. The legs on the robot go up and down, up and down, up and down. The legs on the robot go up and down as it marches across the room. Good job, little robots. What else does a robot do when it's marching across the room? What does it do with its arms? I think maybe it swings them back and forth. Yeah? The arms of the robot go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The arms of the robot go back and forth as it marches across the room. Good job, little robots. But I think we're missing some things. What about the head of the robot? What could that be doing? Maybe the head goes side to side. Can we try that? And when we march, we'll do our legs, and we'll do our arms, and we'll do our head. Let's try all three together. The head of the robot goes side to side, side to side, side to side. The head of the robot goes side to side as it marches across the room. Good job, silly little robots. I think there's one more thing that our robot's gonna do marching across the room. So its lights are flashing, its legs are marching, its arms are moving back and forth. Its head is moving side to side. How about our robot's antenna? Can we have our robot's antenna wiggle, 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 wiggle? The antenna of the robot goes wiggle, 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 wiggle. The antenna of the robot goes wiggle, wiggle, wiggle as it marches across the room. join me back in our seated position. Well, that's it for story time today, friends. I had a great time. I hope that you did too. If you want to check out our full Storytime schedule, you can go to our website to do so, or you can email one of us at the email addresses listed below and join with our email list. We send out an email every week or with changes to the schedule when they come up. So that way you're the first to know when something new happens with the Ken Room. I do have an at-home activity for us today, so why don't we sing our goodbye song and go on to our activity. For our goodbye song, we are going to wave and we're going to clap. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends and wave goodbye like this. Bye, friends.
Today we're making a cardboard robot. For this craft, you're going to need your cardboard tube, maybe an old toilet paper roll, or you can cut in half an old paper towel roll. You'll also need some glue, scissors, and markers. I'm going to use some pieces of scrap paper to make arms, a control panel, and some eyes. And I'm also going to use a Q-tip for an antenna, and then tin foil to make my robot shiny. If you don't want to use tin foil or you want your robot to be different colors, then you can just color on them or paint them. We'll start with our tin foil. So I'm going to measure out a piece that's a little bit longer on both sides than my roll, and I'm going to cut that piece out. I don't need this whole length of tin foil, so I'm going to cut it in half. And then you can glue this to your cardboard tube, or you can just wrap your tube, the shiny side out, wrap your tube up and just tuck the edges in. So there's my robot's body, but we want to give them a little control panel, some arms, maybe legs if you want, and a couple little robot accessories. I'm going to cut a rectangle to be my robot's control panel, and a couple strips to be my robot's arms. For my robot, I'm going to bend their arms into accordions, but you can do whatever you want for your robot. And on the control panel, I'm just going to use my markers to decorate it. I'm also going to cut out some eyes using the white paper. You can use googly eyes if you like, or you could just draw those eyes right onto your robot. I have this neat little hole punch stamp, so I'm kind of going to take the easy route to get perfect little circles, but maybe you want your robot to have heart-shaped eyes or squares. And now we just want to glue all of that to our robot. And don't forget a little mouth. Maybe ask an adult if you can borrow and use a permanent marker. My robot's almost done, but I want to give them an antenna. So I'm going to take my Q-tip, and you can cut it in half, especially if you're making two, but I'm just going to keep mine all together. And I'm going to wrap this in tin foil as well. And to put this on, I'm going to actually use some tape to make sure it stays. there's my little cardboard robot. Thanks, friends. Have fun.